It was shortly after 11 o'clock this morning when the first rain band from Category 1 Hurricane Irene rolled into Barrington. People have been out in force since early yesterday, crowding gas stations and supermarkets in order to prepare for the coming storm. Here at Barrington Shaw's, the hurricane rush is on. Hundreds of residents pouring into the store to stock up ahead of Irene. The bread and water shelves had been nearly empty for a time yesterday, but they have since been refilled, as today's shoppers found. And what are you planning to get ahead of the storm?
Milk, bread, eggs, everything to make French toast with.
Do you think you have enough to get you through the storm?
Yes, we're all set.
Besides food shopping, many have also taken other precautions while preparing.
Just taking in the yard furniture and making sure everything in the yard's picked up.
We've been cleaning up our yard.
Meanwhile, at Town Hall, Barrington officials were making preparations of their own, holding an emergency town meeting at 10 o'clock. There, they made the difficult decision to send out an alert message, urging those in low-lying areas to evacuate.
We're going to plan accordingly and make those recommendations to the communities. Other communities struggling with the same issues. Mandatory, voluntary. What does that mean? We can't really force people out of their homes. And we're not prepared to do that, but we are prepared to give you good, sound advice, good recommendations.
The message eventually went out at 12:30, ringing every phone in town with a warning for people near the water to get out of harm's way. Here on Mathewson Road, in the evacuation zone, residents have been having mixed reactions to the order.
Prepared? Are you ever prepared to leave? I'm not sure, but if we have to, we will.
I spoke with one woman who declined to be interviewed on camera, and she said that she will not be evacuating, despite the recommendation. However, the thoughts of most were that it's better to be safe than sorry. Do you think you're high enough up off the water to be able to stay here during the storm?
Honestly, that's the debate, because we just moved to this area in April, so we've been told by longtime residents that the water's never gone up as far as where we live, but who knows what to expect, so.
Yeah, I know that during some regular nor'easters, it'll come up onto this road over here. So you would say that you are prepared to leave if necessary?
Oh, we'll certainly leave. We've already gotten a fair share of phone calls from people up in the Primrose area, which I guess is a safer zone of town, that said come on over if you need to. So we'll wait and see what happens and go from there.
I have two small children, so that's the only concern, is should we leave, because it'll be really scary. So we'll see.
A couple of miles away near Barrington Beach, people gathered to watch the bay and think about what is still to come. So what do you think you're going to do when the storm comes in?
We're probably going to stay at home, or we might leave to one of our relatives.
So what do you plan to do during the storm?
I plan to just, I guess hide out and wait it out.
Do some summer reading?
Yeah, exactly. Finish my summer reading.
I caught up with the Hill family just as they were preparing to head to higher ground after boarding up their house and loading the cars. How high above sea level is this house? Do you know exactly?
I believe that we're about 20 feet above sea level. And it, the storm surge could come up a bit. We got Prudence and Patience Island out there to protect us a bit, but, best to get out of the way of it.
Have you been through any hurricanes before?
I was when I was in the Navy down in Florida, and I know what they can do. I've seen some of the action, sunken boats and everything else, and damage to buildings. So, yes, I certainly plan on moving out.
With every precaution taken, all that is left to do now is hope for the best as the wind picks up and the water rises. In Barrington, Brad Gay, Sunrise.